So, what is this aging Gen X dude doing writing YA romance? Well, I'll tell you. For some of us, and I realize this isn't a universal truth, but for a lot of us, I believe that the 90s, particularly the early 90s, seemed like everything was going to be okay. For those of us who grew up under the shadow of the Cold War, for example, the Berlin Wall fell, and we celebrated that, and the threat and idea of nuclear Armageddon was in the rearview mirror. We'd gotten through it, we'd gotten past it. Everything was going to be okay. And for the decade, right up until a couple of very important historical events in American history, it really seemed that way. The president played sax on late night television, everything was good. I understand that that's not necessarily everyone's experience. Totally understand that. And certainly, a lot of us, it seems like, were going through things, particularly at home, that weren't the greatest, to say the least. I've talked to a lot of Xers, I've talked to a lot of students in my time as a young adult author, which goes back for 15 years now or so. And that's always the number one thing is what was going on at home. And oftentimes things at home weren't going great. That's also going to be true in stories like Duet or in my first novel in the Drama Department series, Stars of the Show. So those are factors in the books as to why I'm writing them because I feel like the best gift I can give you as a creator, as a storyteller, is to take you back to this time that felt simpler, that felt easier, and give you an emotional experience. Something where you're going to go, oh my gosh, that was me. Oh my gosh, I knew that guy. Oh my gosh, I totally dated that girl. Oh my gosh, these are my friends, or I recognize those teachers, and I recognize hanging out at these different places and all the different stupid, crazy, insane, fun things that we did when we were high school when we were in high school. And I love going back there. It's not that I want to live there, it's that I like to visit and see all my old friends and talk about the stories and relive those great, fun, and oftentimes awful, terrible, dramatic things that happened, and then celebrate that we're here now. And that's why I gravitated to this particular genre. I still write what we call contemporary YA that is a lot grittier, it's a lot darker. It really kind of plumbs the depths and goes a lot deeper into trauma and things like that. But for a YA romance, what I'm looking for is something that when I pick it up, when you pick it up, you know things are going to be okay at the end. You know that no matter what I put these characters through, and I put them through a lot, whatever I do to them, everything's going to be okay in the end. And that is in and of itself, is a catharsis. It's a release. It's being able to know that there's no surprises. The surprises will be in the plot, the surprises will be in the character, but the surprise won't be that everything will be okay. All of my books, unless we're talking short horror stories or something, all of my books are about hope. I firmly believe that, particularly if I'm writing in a voice of young adults or for a young adult market, then hope is absolutely the first thing that has to be addressed. I can't give you a story that is hopeless. So you will know, you can take confidence in knowing that when you pick up a book like Duet, like Stars of the Show, like any of the Drama Department novels, you will know that things are going to end well and you will have a lovely experience along the way, reminiscing, maybe getting just a smidge sentimental even, but it's going to be a lot of fun, I promise you. And that's why I do it. All right, that's it. I need to shut up. You need to read. Thank you so much for being here.